All right, everybody, the 2025 MLB season is officially over. The Dodgers are World Series champions again. Who saw that coming? Pretty much everybody. But this year, I did something that I've never done before. Well, I've actually done a lot of things I haven't done before this year, but this is going to be really different. So at the beginning of the year, I made my first ever MLB preseason prediction video, and well, I tried to make a video about it, but it ended up being a terrible disaster. So, yeah, so I still had the thing on it, and I recently looked over it, and, yeah, a lot of predictions were really, really good. A lot of them were really, really bad. But I want to know what you guys I wanted to know what you guys thought about them. So, I am going to show you guys. Major, what are you doing? Major, hold up. Sorry about that, guys. My dog was stuck in the railing, so I had to help him get out. Major, say hi to everybody. Major says hi. Oh, Millie, where are you? There you are. And then this is Millie. Millie, say hi. And then this is Millie. She's the newest member of our family. So, yeah, my dogs are gonna be helping me with my video. Okay, so yeah, I saw Draftneck Mark, Fuzzy, and Steven Russell Baseball, Robbie Hyde. I've seen a lot of those guys do MLB preseason predictions along with a lot of other guys. So I wanted to do them. I tried to make a video about it. It was a terrible disaster, and so now I'm gonna make a video of me reacting to it. Before we get going, I do want to say this is probably going to be another double upload. Well, first of all, you guys seem like you really do like the double uploads, or at least the first time I did it. And two, I think I kind of have to with the American and National League. But anyway, actually, hold on a second. There we go. You know I had to do it. I'm a Yankees fan. If that's not obvious, it's obvious now if you're new. All right. But anyway, let's get going. All right, starting off with the American League East, I have the standings in front of me. Where are my notes at? Sorry, I have so many notes here. All right, here they are. Okay, where's my note? There it is. Okay, so I had the Rays in 5th, the Blue Jays in 4th, the Red Sox in 3rd, the Orioles in 2nd, and the Yankees in 1st. Okay, that I was not correct on. How it actually panned out was the Orioles in 5th, which I don't know how that happened. They have such a young core, and I love a lot of their players, like Adley Rutschman. He's such a talented player. He can't be as bad as he has been. Jackson Holliday took some huge steps forward. Gunnar Henderson is one of my favorite players in baseball. I love Jordan Westberg, and a lot of their young guys who probably weren't ready yet still looked solid at times, like Kobe Mayo, Samuel Basayo, Heston Kjerstad, and even Jeremiah Jackson was a great platoon bat. Or kind of a platoon, he was more like a utility guy. But their pitching is what really killed them. I mean, Sugano and Trevor Rogers were good. Grayson Rodriguez was not that ace. He's going to be the ace in the future, but he wasn't that this year. And, I mean, he got killed by Charlie Morton, Dean Kramer. Cade Povich is another guy for the future. I know they traded Charlie Morton, but he did kind of kill him. All right, you got it, whatever. Their bullpen low-key was awesome with Felix Bautista, Yennier Cano, and a couple other guys, but it just I thought this was gonna be the year that they were gonna take a huge step forward. Kind of wasn't. Okay, the Rays finished in 4th. Well, it's because they were playing in a minor league ballpark, which did actually hurt their pitching, which is shocking because they have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. They have one of the best pitching labs in baseball. They just turn like average pitchers into Cy Young winners or Cy Young candidates. Their offense low-key was pretty good with guys like Junior Caminero, Brandon Lau, Yandy Diaz, even Chandler Simpson I think is a fun player. Yeah, they're the Rays. They're who I thought they would be. The Red Sox, I did get the Red Sox correct in 3rd place because Garrett Crochet is one of the best pitchers in baseball. I love that move. I love the Bregman move. He was awesome. And then guys like Jarren Duran did have a little bit of a step back, but he was still good. And then, of course, the young core of Roman Anthony, Wilyer Abreu, Marcelo Meyer, Christian Campbell, those guys Those guys are going to be awesome. All-star, possible MVP in Roman Anthony. I do think if they go out and get like a Pete Alonso this offseason, I think they could be like a dangerous team next year. They're really good. They're really good this year. And then the Yankees and Blue Jays technically finished with the same record, but since the Blue Jays own the tiebreaker, they get the division. So the Blue Jays finished in first and the Yankees finished in second. Blue Jays, probably the biggest miss I had. It's either them or the Orioles. They were so much better than I ever thought. So much better than probably anyone ever thought. What are you chewing on? Millie, what are you chewing on? What the f... Actually, no, give me that. Holy sorry about that, guys. My dog had a Lincoln log. All right. So yeah, Blue Jays were so much better than probably anyone ever thought. They made it to the World Series. Shout out to Blue Jays. I mean, you got guys like Springer, Guerrero, Bichette, Barger, Clement, Varsho, Captain Kirk. A lot of really, really good guys. And on the pitcher side, Bieber, Gausman, Barrios, Bassett, Scherzer, Trey Savage. Trey Savage, I'm super excited for in the future. I think he's going to be possibly a Cy Young candidate. So yeah, the Blue Jays, and then the Yankees, they're led by Aaron Judge, the best player in baseball, at least in my opinion. My opinion. You can think Shohei's better, that's fine. But in my opinion, Aaron Judge is the better player. He's definitely the better hitter. Can we at least say that? Can we at least agree on that? Thank you. But Jazz Chisholm 30-30 season, Trent Grisham 30 home run season. Giancarlo Stanton was sick whenever he came back. Anthony Volpe, I still think there's something left in him. He can't be as bad as he has been. Major, come back here. Sorry, guys. But yeah, he can't be as bad as he was. And then on the pitching side, Fried, Rodon, Cam Schlittler. I'm super high on Cam Schlittler. I think he could be a Cy Young candidate next year. And then the bullpen was absolute dog water. I mean, outside of Bednar and maybe Doval, everyone was so bad. I mean, shout out Fernando Cruz. He is a pretty good reliever, and he has elite vibes. But anyway, that's the American League East. Let's move on to the American League Central, which is probably the weakest division in all of baseball. And I actually think I got this division correct. Hold up. Yeah, I had the White Sox in 5th, which they did finish in 5th. Twins in 4th, that's correct. Royals in 3rd, which is correct. Tigers in 2nd, which is correct. And Guardians 1st, which is correct. Sound the trumpets and pound the drums. Get some W's in the chat. Let's go. Major, come here. Give me a high five. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. We got a division correct. Let's go. Don't tell me that Lincoln log is back. No, it's not. Okay. But yeah, so like I got a division correct. Let's go. That is crazy. That is all I need. I can post this video and just be happy. I got this division correct. Wow. I mean, this probably the easiest division to predict? Probably. But I mean, the White Sox were actually better than I thought they were going to be. Twins were kind of who I thought they would be. Royals were who I thought they'd be. Tigers were better than who I thought they'd be. And the Guardians were a lot worse than who I thought they'd be because of friggin' Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz. We don't need to talk about that. And, I mean, with the Guardians, I mean, you got Steven Kwan, Jose Ramirez. Lane Thomas is a good player. Brian Rocchio was smashing baseballs in the second half. Tigers have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball with Tarek Skubal, arguably the best pitcher in baseball. Him and Paul Skeens are like neck and neck. Casey Mize, Jack Flaherty, I know did struggle, but he's still a good pitcher. Reese Olson and Jackson Jobe, whenever he comes back, is going to be good. Royals, you got Bobby Witt. Michael Garcia was awesome. Vinny Pasquantino was awesome. And Salvador Perez, I think, is awesome. And Jack Caglione will be awesome. Twins, honestly, this is probably going to be my hot take. I think the Twins are going to finish in 5th next year. If you want to know why, subscribe, and we can watch that. And you can watch that video in probably March of next year, or that's probably when I'll be out. And then the White Sox, actually a lot better than I thought they'd be. Big reason: Shane Smith, Luis Robert, and Colson Montgomery. Yeah. All right, let's move on to last division in the American League. We got the American League West, and the American League West, I had the Angels in 5th, which is correct. I had the Astros in 4th. Oh my god, they finished in 2nd. I had the A's in 3rd. They finished in 4th. I had the Mariners in 2nd. They won the division. And I had the Rangers in 1st. They finished in 3rd. Okay. So, Angels I got correct. I mean, Taylor Ward, Mike Trout, Joe Adell, Logan O'Hoppe, Zach Neto. I mean, that's it. I don't need to talk about them anymore. The A's, I thought were going to take a huge step forward. Guys like Jacob Wilson, Lawrence Butler, Brent Rooker is just awesome. And that was before Nick Kurtz came up and was awesome. It's just their pitching was so bad. Like, Luis Severino was bad, Jeffrey Springs was bad, and they traded Mason Miller. I do like Leo Dallas DeVries, though. Okay. Rangers, this one hurts. I thought the Rangers were going to be a World Series team again, and they kind of weren't. Although their pitching was shockingly amazing. DeGrom, Evaldi, Maile, and even Patrick Corbin. Does Patrick Corbin pitching good make sense? No, it doesn't. But apparently it does. And then their bullpen was solid. I mean, they were 500 the whole year. It's just, they were so disappointing. And then the Astros were, I mean, they did have some good guys. Cam Smith, Isaac Paredes, Jeremy Pena was insane. And then the Mariners, I mean, did we think Cal Raleigh was going to hit 60 homers? No. And then second half, J-Rod is just insane. Jorge Polanco, Randy Rosarena. And then in terms of pitching, they have the best pitching staff in baseball. Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Logie Gilbert, Brian Wu. And then the bullpen, Andres Munoz, Matt Brash. Yeah, it's insane. So I'll take that as a W, even though I technically got it wrong. Okay, now let's move on to the awards, and then I'll record the National League. Okay. Comeback Player of the Year, I had Jacob deGrom. I kind of had to pick him because for a prediction I had a little bit later. Haha, spoilers. But he is going to win the Comeback Player of the Year. He was really good. Was he his Cy Young self like he was in 2018, 2019? No, but he was still very good. Reliever of the Year, I had Emmanuel Clase, and let's just skip by that because we know he's not going to win it, and it's going to be Aroldis Chapman, but we know why Emmanuel Clase is not going to win it. 2 reasons. A, because he was really, really bad, and B, because of something else we don't need to talk about. Okay, Rookie of the Year, I had Jason Dominguez. Okay, he actually had a pretty good year. It's obviously going to be Nick Kurtz, but the problem with Dominguez is that, well, first off, he is so bad defensively. Like, I honestly think I'm a better defensive outfielder than Jason Dominguez, and I'm actually a pretty good defensive outfielder, so you know what, never mind. I mean, the problem with him is he just didn't get, like, any at-bats whenever Giancarlo Stanton came back, so, but I mean, he was about a league average hitter, 700 OPS, 101 OPS plus, 10 homers. I mean, he was good, it's just he needed more at-bats. Okay. Cy Young, I picked Jacob deGrom, so I had to pick him for the Comeback Player of the Year. It's obviously going to be Tarek Skubal, but I feel good about deGrom. A lot of people were picking Skubal and Crochet, which are going to be first and second. I wanted a fun pick, and I picked deGrom. And then for my MVP, I had Bobby Witt Jr. It's obviously, we obviously know Aaron Judge is going to win it. Well, the MVPs were announced. That's why I wanted to wait a little bit to get this video out so the awards were announced. Kurtz won Rookie of the Year, and Skubal won the Cy Young, and Judge won the MVP. If it wasn't for Judge and Rowley, I mean, this Bobby Witt easily would have won the MVP. I mean, you're looking at a 20-30 guy. Oh my God. Bobby Witt had 25 OAA? That's absolutely insane. Is that the best defensive year we've ever seen out of a shortstop? Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Judge and Rowley, Bobby Witt easily would have won MVP. Okay, so those are my American League predictions. I will stop recording right now, and by the time you're probably watching this video, I'm going to be working on the National League video. So anyway, drop a like on the video, subscribe down below, and I will be right back.